This video contains adult content not suitable for children.
What's up, guys? It's Kokomo Press Podcast. I'm Jordan.
Yo, I'm Jordan.
No, I'm Jordan.
No, I'm Jordan.
We are Jordan.
We are Jordan. Yes.
That's what you get. That's what you get. Yeah. Man, it's been a crazy week.
It has been a crazy week. And it's fucking Freedom Day, right?
Yeah, Freedom Day. Is that today or tomorrow?
It's the 19th. So it's
okay.
in a couple hours.
A couple days ago, if you're seeing this, a couple days ago.
Probably.
Yeah. There's a lot of great stuff. I mean, first off, we got to talk about the Congress passing the bill that made it a national holiday, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, they finally took credit for the fact that, like, you know, slavery was a thing. It was a wrong thing, right? And now there's a national fucking holiday about black freedom.
Yeah,
there's nothing better than that.
Yeah, it's a cool thing to happen. I mean, it seems like I saw somebody post on Facebook about how, like, it seems like a lot of white people didn't even know about Juneteenth till last year, and now all of a sudden it's like a holiday this year, and they're like, a lot of them were getting whiplash, and it's like, you have to know history to know what happened.
Wait, you're telling me that our education system, our glorious education system, did not teach people about the emancipation of black people and the importance of that?
I'm pretty sure Lincoln took care of it. You know, he just
it was done then.
It was done all the way.
Yeah.
And since then, everything's been fine.
Yeah, nothing has happened.
It fixed everything.
Everything.
We're done.
Yeah.
Everybody lives in racial harmony in the United States.
You know, police brutality is not a thing.
No.
You know.
I saw some police officers on motorcycles today.
Yeah. Which
is pretty funny, which actually kind of makes sense with road nights happening as well this week. This weekend's jam-packed with shit. I mean, I know you guys are seeing this probably on Monday, but this weekend, you've got to be busy this week. There's so much going on.
Bro, if you're not busy, you're depressed, and go to the doctor.
Yeah, like figure out something that makes you happy. Because right now we've got road night, we got Juneteenth, we've got road nights, we've got Father's Day. It's a crazy weekend. I mean, Carver Center's doing the thing over by Gateway.
Huge Juneteenth celebration, which is going to be great. There's like 20 some odd vendors coming out, or that will be out, or that were out whenever you see this for Juneteenth. I'm actually one of those vendors. We're going to be selling some CMOS products. We got popsicles and CMOS.
Plug the name.
Khaleesi extracts. Come see my booth. Gang.
Yeah.
You know,
you'll see it's a little late, but you can still hit it up on Facebook if you want to like the page on Facebook. You can get some information on that. Please. And then you can also DM this guy. He'll give you so much information your mind's gonna explode learning about some CMOS.
It really will. It goes down in my DMs. Let me know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It goes down in the DMs. But that's cool. They're doing that it's an Inventec. I stuck it.
It's the Inventec parking lot, which is from what I gather is a subset of Ivy Tech, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
So they're doing it there, right in between there and Gateway.
Yeah.
They have a setup. I can't wait. I'm gonna be so busy tomorrow because I have that. We'll be out there from about 2 to 8. I think it lasts.
Yeah.
And then after that, we have a huge AACW wrestling event. And I am so fucking stoked about it. Fucking stoked.
You're playing a pretty big role in this now, though.
Well,
I don't want to release anything, obviously, but just so you know, he's got something going on.
I've put in work.
There you go.
And my work has been, like, it's been noticed.
Yeah.
And I have a role to play now.
Boom.
So, gang.
Yeah, so if you're into, like, wrestling, especially, like, you want to support local wrestling and local, what do you want to say, athletes, local athletes doing it, local actors, local people that do things around here. Christian Taylor, who was in Canary Currency's a part of it, and then you're a part of it, Leonard Pigg, who was in Canary Currency. So there's a lot of local actors, a lot of local people that do a lot of things around here.
Bro, you want to see guys like Travis Southern. He's a big, burly guy, a veteran in the wrestling business, at least the indie wrestling business around here locally.
Yeah.
You want to see guys like him, Big Brody. Like, it's going to be...
It's going down Saturday night.
Yes.
Yeah, Brian and I were talking about trying to see if we can make it out there.
I know. I heard you guys are going floating, right?
So we're going floating. I ain't going floating.
You're not going floating. You gotta go floating.
Man, I still haven't gone floating. I need to go floating.
Bro, I don't
talked about this last week, but I need to get on a river in a tube and just feel like a fat guy going down a river in a tube.
I don't know if I want to admit this, but I might be whiter than you because I went floating already.
Bro, I know nothing about floating at all. Like, I've never even been, and it just sounds like a good time.
It is. It is the best time. And if you don't go this weekend, we'll definitely go, and then we'll record it.
See, the funny thing is, with that the InvenCheck, that parking lot, I remember they actually used to teach people how to ride motorcycles in that parking lot. That used to be where they did their class for like the BMV or whatever.
That had to be a long time ago. And then they changed it to the actual Harley dealership.
Yeah, the Harley dealership does it now, but they used to do it over there because I had a friend of mine. His uncle was one of the guys that did it.
Oh, cool.
So he did the course. So I remember I used to see people out there like riding around in the little motorcycles, which is a good segue into road nights in general.
Road nights.
Road nights is tonight. So is it tonight or is it tomorrow?
It's tomorrow. It's Saturday night. It'll be on the 19th. I assume.
But they're doing something tonight too, right? They like kind of kicks off tonight.
You know, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I super support road nights and all motorcycle clubs and things like that, but I don't go unless I'm going to get a fish sandwich because they're flame. Yeah. But other than that, I'm not trying to get shot.
No. If you're trying, you said a fish sandwich.
Fish sandwich, yeah.
What do you get on a fish sandwich? Like tartar sauce or something?
You're so wild.
I don't eat fish, dude.
Bro, it's just hot sauce, fish, and bread.
Okay.
You don't need no egg. It's just hot sauce, fish, and bread.
I mean, so you're telling me you put more on a chicken sandwich than you do on a fish sandwich?
I mean,
you don't want any lettuce on there. You don't want any mayo.
What do you need lettuce for?
I don't know. I'm just spitballing based on what I know about chicken sandwiches. I just think they're pretty.
I'm kind of weird. I don't even love like lettuce on chicken sandwiches.
No, but burger.
It'd be all right.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess my fish sandwiches are a little lighter, plainer than my chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, the only thing the closest I've ever gotten to like liking fish is like fish sticks when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And that's because my mom didn't tell me what they were until I just ate them. But now when I think the smell of fish just makes me not want to eat fish, even if I don't know if it's good. Honestly, if I'm being real, I'm like a child because I'm like so afraid to eat fish half the time.
I don't eat fish sticks because I have some bad like daycare memories of fish sticks. Like trauma is real, bro.
Trauma is real.
That's
why I don't eat mashed potatoes. Same reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I got scared away. I didn't like one batch and it threw me off for mashed potatoes the rest of my life.
Isn't that weird how that shit happens?
I don't know. Like it's like when you're in your formative years, like it's like you can really be messed up, like really messed up based on what happens to you.
Well, yeah, and then we grow up and then we're all fucked up and
we're like, why?
Yeah.
Why Play-Doh?
And then later on, you're like, why don't I eat mashed potatoes?
Yeah, why don't I? It's like I don't eat mashed potatoes. I don't really eat. The only potatoes I like are if you fry a potato. If you put like fries, wedges, like hash browns, like tater tots, I'm down. But once you like mash them or a baked potato or like cheese potatoes, I don't eat any of that. Like yams, I don't even eat yams.
I mean, so I don't really fuck with the yams too much unless it's sweet potato pie.
I'll eat that though.
Yeah.
Because that to me though, it tastes like pumpkin pie to me. Pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie to me are very similar tastes. I know they look alike too, but to me it's like I don't even see them as different half the time.
They're different.
They are. They are. There's definitely a more spice in some pumpkin pie.
And just in case you don't know, sweet potato pie is prime. I don't care.
Yeah. You like it? Regardless, you like it better?
It's prime. Yeah.
So you'd rather have that than pumpkin?
Yeah. Always.
See, we have the same name, but we've got different tastes.
I mean, bro, you gotta try my grandma's sweet potato pie.
Okay,
it will change your life.
I'll try it. I would try that. If you remember this, guys. Remember when we do the podcast in like November time, October. He's got to bring me a piece of this pie. Yo, because it sounds lit.
Hey, everybody, help me convince my grandma, who hasn't made sweet potato pie in years, to make sweet potato pie. So,
make it.
Yes.
It's a hit with him at least. So we want
whole family
make him for everybody. The whole family loves it.
Bro. We've been deprived for a little bit. It's actually kind of sad.
Yeah?
I cry before Thanksgiving every year because I'm like, I'm going to get deviled eggs.
How long does it take her?
She has to,
if she hasn't done it in a while, it probably takes her a while.
Well, when my grandma cooks, she cooks.
Yeah.
Because she's not like, she'll have pies going, she'll have some greens on the stove in the pressure cooker. Man, she'll have like some meat in the oven, all sorts of shit, man. She'll do up all the sides. My grandma will cook.
Yeah.
Like, Love it.
See, I grew up. I had my grandma in my life. I grew up with her, but we didn't really do a whole lot as far as cook. Like we didn't do cookouts with her.
Yeah.
All the cookouts were at my grandma's house. So like, or at my grandpa's. Sorry, my grandpa's house. So we would eat my grandpa's, but my grandma and my grandpa worked together, and my grandma would. I mean, she'd throw down a couple things, but it was never like a huge holiday thing at her house.
Yeah, I feel it.
It just sucks.
The weirdest part about that is literally because I was raised by my grandma.
Yeah.
All my cookouts were at my grandma's house because it was.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, it's like home. That actually makes a lot of sense because my older brother was raised by my grandma, but I wasn't. So like he would do everything there, but I wouldn't. We would go to like some family things. Like we would like go to her side of the family. They would do like a cookout every once in a while, but like she was never the one running it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was always like she had older brothers and sisters, so it made sense that she was like, let's just all go there.
I feel it.
It wasn't bad. I mean, but it sounds terrible. I love my grandma to death, but I can't think of one dish that she makes. But my grandpa, I make one of his dishes all the time, and it's like a crowd pleaser. It's like a stroganoff, but with rice.
Okay.
Like a beef stroganoff, and like I made it a couple weeks ago, and I called my mom. I was like, "Hey, Mom, I'm making stroganoff." She's like, "I'll be there," and she came with dessert, so that was pretty cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I was down with it. It's good eating. I like eating it. Shelby loves that shit.
Yeah.
I could make it every day. She'd probably smash.
That's what's up. Yeah.
And she don't like it's got mushrooms in it because stroganoff has mushrooms. She didn't even doubt mushrooms, but she eats it. Hey, so I'm just kidding. She's down with that mushroom.
I don't really like the mushrooms. I'm down with the funguses, but you know,
different kind of fungus.
Yeah. What's weird about that? I would go morel hunting though.
Yeah.
But like, I have no intention on eating them.
Somebody told me that it tastes like. Doesn't they say it tastes like meat? Is it morel or moral? I don't know, dude. It's Indiana. People say shit wrong all the time, so I don't know where it's from.
Shroom hunting, bruh.
Shroom hunting. Did you go get some shrooms?
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta get them mushrooms. Not the ones with the cows, but the ones like hidden in the dankness.
Yeah, with the little spores.
I went one time with a couple of my friends. I got a buddy named Josh and a buddy named Jory. We all went, and I think we were out in the woods for like 3 hours, and by the end we ended up with nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally nothing.
That's what's up.
I was like, we had a good time messing around, but it was like.
I mean, I think that's all the whole part of it. You know what's weird about being in the Midwest, I think, and being in Indiana, is that, like, we will find the most random fun shit to do out of nothing. We won't really get anything accomplished. It's just like floating down the fucking river.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing.
Yeah, we float down the river.
You're just floating. You, like you said, you never been, you don't know anything about it, right? But it's literally just throw my fucking flotation device in the water and then just...
Like to me, it just sounds like a better version of like a lazy river, like they have like Kokomo Beach.
It is because there's alcohol.
Yeah, there's alcohol involved.
Choose to partake. Well, but don't litter because don't be a fucking jackass.
Yeah, that goes almost without saying. I don't know if you see my pants, but it's like
it doesn't go without saying because people do it.
It doesn't make sense to me. Anybody who throws things into nature, I have no idea. Like, what is why?
Yeah.
Why? There's literally no even if like you're like I don't believe in climate change and climate always change and you have like you believe in trash, right? Like you see that shit. Like don't be an idiot.
Don't be a horrible person. Like you accumulate bullshit, pick it up, bro. Yeah. Like it's like they used to tell me in the military. Used to tell other people because it wasn't me that like couldn't run and shit. They were motherfucker. You brought this weight here. You
brought it with you.
Yeah, man.
It's
you
yours.
better learn. Yeah.
Learn how to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in, I lost a shit ton of weight in boot camp, and I was there in the winter.
Yeah.
So it was like weird to lose weight. They were kind of worried because like a lot of people we had a certain amount of weight we all had to lose because it's like everybody came in a little thick because it's winter time. Nobody's like watching with their weight. And the guys that did like the DEP program or whatever the hell it's called, there was like 4 of those guys, and the rest of us were all like kind of in shape but not great. And I just remember leaving there, and I'd lost probably like 30 pounds.
Holy shit!
Like 6 weeks.
I gained almost 40 pounds.
Muscle?
Dude, I went into the military. I was 120 pounds, like soaking wet, bro. Like came out, I was a good 165, 170, and like I mean,
we ended up at the same weight. That's hilarious. We ended up at the same weight, but I started a little higher. You started a little lower.
I mean, you know,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it works.
I mean, it's funny because it's like that's the ideal weight. We're about the same height. We're pretty close to the same height.
5'9", yeah.
Yeah, I'm 5'7", so it's not too far off.
Yeah,
it's pretty far. 5'9" and 5'7", if you're hitting on a girl, is a pretty big difference. That's why I'm jolly, chubby, and funny. That's all I have going for me. I'm like, I got to be funny.
Yeah, don't have any of that going for me.
Yes, you do.
I don't even know if I'm funny.
This guy, man. I always date taller women. I like taller women. I'm weird like that. So like, I'm 5'7", but every girl I've dated, probably since like seriously had a relationship with, has always been taller than me.
I always find shorter women actually, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind, you know.
Yeah.
I climb a tree.
I'll find some titties.
Yeah.
I had my talking about the military. I had a chief when I was in when I first started dating my ex-wife, who's 6'2". I had a chief that was there, which is like a E6, E7, something like that.
Yeah.
He was like pretty high up for us, and he was in charge of everything. And he'd always be like, "Man, you need a step stool to hit that," all the time. Like, you gotta climb up there, get that, boy. And he'd always do this, and he was like a redneck dude. He was the weirdest dude
That's what's up.
in the whole world, because he was like a huge redneck dude. Like if you saw him outside of uniform and you saw him, you would think he was a hilljack. We're in the middle of Italy, like in the Renaissance culture. He's like a hilljack guy. His wife, black woman.
Yeah.
You would never, like, when you meet him, you would never think he would ever. And he had a daughter from his previous marriage, and then he and his wife had adopted her niece.
Yeah.
So they had 2 daughters named Ashley. One of them was, you know what I mean? So it was like Ashley or Ashley, and I'm like, you guys have the craziest family, but they were awesome, man. She was a really cool woman. She was super, like, what's the word, couture. Like, she always had, like, really nice, like, she was blinged out, man.
Juicy.
But she had her own business. She was making money.
Oh, yeah.
She would make money doing, I don't even remember what she was doing, but she was reselling or selling something, making a shit ton of money, and he would be like, man, she don't even get my money. She's like, she don't even care about my money. And I'm like, that's what I like to hear. You know, grinder.
That's equal rights.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about.
That's the equalest of equal rights.
Yeah.
Like,
that's when everybody is grinding.
For it. Yeah.
Everybody's grinding.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It was funny because when I first met him, I was like, man, this dude. Because when I showed up there, it was all Puerto Ricans, which is weird. I mean, it was weird that there was our senior chief was Puerto Rican, our chief was Puerto Rican, and my first class petty officer was all Puerto Rican. All of them were Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
I mean, Barbosa, if that means anything to anybody. Barbosa is like the most Puerto Rican last name ever. But he said when he went to boot camp, he didn't speak English. He said he barely spoke. He was in boot camp for a year. Because they wouldn't let him out until he learned English in boot camp. I'm like, who would want to go to boot camp to learn English? I would hate that.
Honestly, so that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
But also, like, I feel like I probably could have learned way more shit in boot camp. So that's like true. That, you know, it works.
Under duress, you learn a lot of things.
Yeah, you do.
When you're scared to get
stressed the fuck out,
get smoked all the time. Like, oh, you're getting smoked today.
Yep. I'm just gonna stay strong. Stay strong.
There was one of the main guys that took care of us. His favorite was mountain climbers, so it's like, he's like, mountain climbers, get there, and we're all getting down there, and he'd be like, 1, 2, 2, and then he'd be like, oh, you did, and he was like, you only have to do 5, but he would like, oh, you guys weren't in sync, you have to start over. So by the end, we had done like 150 of this.
Oh man, I love that.
Yeah, but we would have to do them on like concrete floors because that's what we had in the barracks, and it was just like, man, I would have loved to have been on some grass, but it was winter.
So, being in Germany, I don't remember, like, we never did anything in the grass.
Yeah.
So, unless it was, like, fucking frozen.
Did you do Fort Jackson, though, right?
No, I was in Fort Knox, man. Yeah.
That's where they did boot there?
Yeah, I did boot camp at
That's
Fort
crazy.
Knox.
I was in Jackson.
Oh.
I went to Jackson for A school, so I was around it and seeing a lot of the stuff going on there. Because there was, like, an intra supply school there that I went to. Mm-hmm. And then everything I saw was there, and they're like, this is, like, one of the main boot camps for you. But our boot camp is in it's called Great Lakes, Michigan, or Great Lakes, Illinois.
Oh,
so it's like,
yeah. Okay.
So like when it's cold, it's like Michigan, almost
yeah.
Michigan, higher up peninsula, Illinois. It wasn't great. Like so when I went in December. I went on my birthday. I joined on December 14th, and then they because of how our Christmas and everything fell, we ended up we were there, and then they had started the week like 6 hours before we got there, so we had to wait a whole week, in processing to do the actual processing weeks. We had to wait a whole week, so we literally just sat. It was
when you're in that holdover status, it sucks. Because I remember when I got to Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
I mean, fresh. I don't know anything about the military.
Yeah.
Like just going to boot camp. Like I'm the only one there that came from Indianapolis. They drove me down, right?
Yeah.
And I get there. And I go to get into this truck because this drill sergeant was there, and he was like, "Get in." And I go to get in the front. The first thing he's like, "Get in the fucking back!"
Yeah.
What the fuck? You think you're gonna sit next to me? Yeah, no, bro, my bad.
Oh, I didn't realize you were my taxi driver. That's
almost
worse.
Yeah, I know.
You might go, am I getting the Uber to Fort Knox or?
Yeah. See,
Uber.
fortunately, I was smart enough to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So that helped.
We all learn. We all learn to shut. Like everybody, even the ones that didn't know how to shut the fuck up. By the end of it, they knew how to shut the fuck up.
Some of them. Some of them.
You were Army though.
Yeah.
Army's a little bit rough for some of the guys that join. They think they're tough before they get there.
I mean, look, you got to be tough and stupid to join the Army. Like you got to be the greatest mixture of both. Yeah. Otherwise, you're not gonna make it.
It makes sense. Honestly, I went to all the branches before I joined, and I couldn't stand the Air Force. I couldn't because the guy was out. He was never in his uniform, and he was always smoking cigarettes outside. And I was just like, man, that's
dude. I knew I fucked up.
Shitbag.
I knew I fucked up.
That's where you should.
From the jump. No, this is from the jump. I really should have joined the Air Force.
Yeah.
Because I think things would have just been so much better.
Yeah.
And I know I'm smart enough to be in the Air Force because
Yeah.
But
I had an ex-girlfriend that joined the Air. The reason why I took the ASVAB test is because she wanted me to join with her, and I never had plans to join with her. I was like, yeah, I'll just go. And I took the ASVAB, and then I ended up joining the Navy.
Yeah.
So she was in the Air Force, I'm in the Navy, and it was just like, why didn't I just join the Air Force with her? But it was just, I literally didn't like the recruiter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you don't like the first person you meet in that service, you're not really down.
It makes sense. I literally only joined the military out of just need. I knew that I had kids. I had kids at the time, had a kid at the time, and had another kid on the way, and I was just like, yeah, I need to do something, bro.
Yeah,
I need to do something. Yeah, let me get this steady income.
Yeah.
Oh, the Army's gonna take me, and they're gonna give me a sign-on bonus. Bet.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I really don't. Obviously, I can't. Well, who am I? I did the same thing. I just joined the Navy. Yeah, I went and saw the Army guys, and it felt like they were blowing smoke in my ass, so I was out. And then I went and saw the Marines, but I went there just strictly. I knew I wasn't going to join the Marines for it.
Yeah, never wanted to be a Marine.
No.
Even my grandpa was a Marine.
Yeah.
But still didn't want to be a Marine.
Yeah.
It's like,
There's just something about Marines, you have to want. It's almost like you have to want to be a Marine before you want to join the military.
Yeah, I think you're born a Marine.
Yeah.
You literally are because you just know.
And I knew two people. There were two Marines in the school that I went to. There was a girl who was Lebanese who did not pick this job. She got thrown into it because she had family members that were fighting on the other side. I guess it was so weird. I felt bad for her. And then the other guy's name was I think his name was Andrew Benovich, and I remember that. Rest in peace, because he passed away.
Oh.
Yeah, he joined. It was really weird. He was, and I mean this with all due respect. He was just a really dim guy. He was sweet as can be, the nicest guy, but just not. He had to have a lot of help to finish the schooling because he would not stay focused. But he was from Indiana, and I met him, and we didn't join together or anything.
Yeah.
He was a different service than I was, and we were just always talking about that. And then when we were leaving A school, we both went on leave for a couple of weeks, and I took a Greyhound, and I helped him get a ticket to get the Greyhound. They please take care of him, because it was funny because we joined at the same time. They're like, please take care of him. He's a weirdo, and I was like, okay. So I took care of him. We took the Greyhound all the way back to Indiana. Got to Indianapolis. I got picked up. It was the worst experience of my life. I had way too many bags, and I had to carry them between buses. In my head, there were no layovers, but there were plenty of layovers.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, you're driving from Fort Jackson all the way to Indiana. It's a pretty long drive, especially on a Greyhound with a shit ton of people. It was just goofy.
I did a Greyhound from Fort Sill, Oklahoma to Indiana.
Ooh. Well, that seems longer, isn't that? That's way longer.
It was. It's fucking sucked.
Yeah. How many layovers? Do you remember? Roughly?
So here's the story. I may or may not have been allowed to come home. Right?
Oh, you just left.
Maybe. But I don't know the statute of limitations on these things, but I know I'm out, so fuck them. Yeah. But it was a holiday weekend, and I had weekend pass leave.
But you weren't supposed to leave the area.
Yeah. But I'm I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go home. I want to go see my kid and see this. So I took a Greyhound to Indiana, and
that's ballsy.
Greyhound to Indiana was fine, right? Greyhound back, fucking bus broke down.
Oh no!
Did
you give yourself enough? You probably didn't have enough time. Oh no!
This is a story.
Did you miss movement?
Bus breaks down. They get a flat tire. I swear it's 2 hours to change this fucking tire.
Yeah.
Right, and somehow I got back 15 minutes prior to formation.
To formation.
Literally fucking ran.
Yeah? Were you in uniform?
I think it was. I think it was.
PT?
I'm pretty sure it was informal this day.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah. So I got super duper lucky. I just had to be there, just show up.
You mustered.
Like got there 15, like literally just in time to go.
Bro, that's scary.
It was. I was like, the entire time like we were driving back, I was like, yeah. This is how I go to jail.
Yeah, this is.
I'm gonna go to jail for going home.
What do you guys call it?
Going home.
Do you guys have the brig? Is it still the brig?
I don't know.
What do you guys have? What do you guys have a name for your jail?
That sounds like very Navy.
It does sound Navy. To me, everything is terms. I mean, I spent some time on a lot of different bases because I did do the joint stuff in Guantanamo. Mm-hmm. So I was actually attached to like a multi-service at that point. Yeah. I went to Fort Jackson, so I was at an Army base. I spent a little bit of time in the Air. I was everywhere, man.
Yeah.
CB base, even in the Navy. So like I spent. The thing about the Navy that's different, I think, than a lot of the other services is we detach and attach all the time. Whereas you guys are usually a unit, right?
Well, yeah,
and then the unit goes together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's the way I understood it. Most of the time, you're with the same people almost like your entire service.
Yes, but no. Like from AIT, like I went to Germany. I went with no one else.
Yeah, you just attached to a group.
Yeah, attached to a group, and then after that. Like then that was the group was the group, right?
Yeah.
But like,
well, that makes sense because you're going from schooling to there, so that you attached to your group that you were in, and you were with them the rest, right?
Yeah,
the rest. Were they in Oklahoma or is that something else? Was that your schooling?
Oklahoma schooling. It was AIT.
Cool. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's that I went from. I know I'm like discombobulated, but I went from Great Lakes to Fort Jackson, from Fort Jackson to Virginia to Italy. And I was in an attachment from, we were actually Sigonella, but I was in Naples, so we were detached from them. So it was like, actually the people that were my bosses were there. And then I went from there to Virginia, from Virginia down to Biloxi, Mississippi, and then from there to Jacksonville to Guantanamo, and then went all the way back to all those places, back to Virginia, and then went from Virginia to Washington State, and that's where I got out. So like it's like I detached and attached from all these fucking places constantly. It was so, and I would spend like a week or two in these places. At one point, when I was in Biloxi the first time on my way to Guantanamo, there was a week layover because the flight from Jacksonville. I mean, the flight from Jacksonville to Guantanamo only went every other week, so you couldn't go the week that I went. And I was like, why do they do this to me? So I ended up having to sit in an office. And this sounds terrible, and I don't mean it to be like rude, but like I was with a lot of like reservists, and when you're a full timer, when you're like when you're an actual person who's active duty, and then you're around a bunch of reservists, and the reservists have actual jobs, and you're just there helping. Yeah, I was like a bitch boy to a bunch of reservists. I was like, I'm out, dude. So I just kept finding excuses to go do stuff. I was like, I gotta go do this, and I just got out. Hanging out in the hotel room the entire time chilling.
Don't blame me at all. You got to take that ass time when you can get it, because then. Well, because then once you're with your unit, then it's real work, and then you got to go shoot stuff. Yeah. Speaking of shoot stuff.
Yeah. Oh God, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about Kokomo Beach, dude. This is crazy.
Hey kids.
Stop
shooting each other.
Heroin, guns. Shoot some basketball, dude.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Shoot the J.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the playoffs are happening right now. Let's focus on that. I mean, these kids are down in Foster Park. They're fighting every day. They're. I mean. When we did this, we were smart enough to like go somewhere where you wouldn't get caught every time. It's like they want to have a Royal Rumble in the middle of like the basketball court at Foster.
Well, okay, you got to look at the brassness to one brazenly fire a gun or any sort of weapon. Yeah. In any sort of
a public place.
Public place.
Yeah, that's.
The bad part is that this keeps happening.
Yeah.
So we just had Kokomo Beach. Yeah. And did they open today?
Yeah, I think they opened back up today. I mean, there were some weather issues, but they were open. I drove by.
Okay. Yeah. That caused that to be closed a couple days for nonsense.
And it's a nice place. Like I mean, it's what we have. I mean, you gotta have what you have.
It's what we fucking have. We don't have anything else.
I enjoy taking kids there. Like I mean, personally, I don't necessarily have the most fun there because like there's not a lot for an adult to do. If they had a couple diving boards, I'd be on that shit like nobody's business. I'm
not a swimmer. So I don't love the pool, but my kids.
Are you telling me as a black man you don't
bring stereotypes?
Yeah, he's like, don't bring stereotypes, but it's apropos here.
Look, shut up. First of
all,
why
you didn't join the Navy?
First of all, I've been floating. You haven't.
True. But he was almost drowned too. He was floating. He was He's this close from drowning. He was floating, but it was close. No, you don't. Or can you swim?
I can't swim.
You can doggy paddle, or like can you actually swim?
No, I can swim.
Like you can
I can
freestyle.
not die. I can not die.
Yeah. That's it. But you just don't. It's not something you enjoy.
No, I don't love it. Yeah.
Dude, I love it.
But my kids love it.
Yeah.
I'll take them to the pool anytime. I don't have them right now, but once we're all back together, like we'll probably be at the pool, live at the pool.
Yeah, my son's a fish. He'll swim all day if I let him, and it's like pruny.
But we want to be able to like do this safely, right? And
not
have
that's
to worry
the
about a
point.
whole bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
Kids, I know you're not listening to this.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck would you listen to this?
Because you're too busy cleaning your guns.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. Hopefully you're cleaning your guns.
Yeah, please clean your gun.
Yeah.
Without any bullets in the chamber too.
Yeah.
Making sure there's no bullets in the chamber.
Yeah.
That happens even to like I personally know in Kokomo a Marine who left a gun out and a kid shot the gun. And I'm like, you have to take care of your gun. Take care of your weapons. If you're a kid, first off, if you're under the age of 18 and you have a gun, if it's not safely put up, you probably shouldn't have that fucking gun in the first place. Like, if it's not put up somewhere, you have no reason to have the gun. There's no reason to be 17, 16, 15, 14, 13 years old walking around with a gun.
No.
Kokomo isn't, I mean, with the exception of you kids, Kokomo's not that bad. Like, shit happens. Shit happens everywhere.
Don't get me wrong. Look, I get super worried when I go to Walmart and I see Billy Bojack carrying his side piece because, it's dangerous to go get fucking cheese. But, like, you don't need it.
No.
You don't really need it.
No.
If you can't fucking fight with your fists, fucking toughen up, bro.
That's where it does get weird because, like, from what I understand of it, and maybe you know a little bit more, I read a little bit into it, but I didn't read a shit ton into it just because I don't like the vibes. I don't like the vibes of putting the negativity in my head, even though if it's real, I'm just weird like that.
Yeah.
But I read that the kids were fighting at Foster, and then I think walked over.
And then it escalated. Over.
Yeah, like how
that makes sense.
When you got people swimming, kids, and I mean, I know you already are kids, and you're probably not thinking your frontal cortex isn't fully developed until like you're 25, so you're probably not using the correct the skills to think, like you're not thinking properly, like deductive reasoning.
Yeah.
And then you make these decisions, and then now you're 17 years old, and you're dealing with the charge of shooting somebody else, and honestly, you probably at this point you probably don't even care what the beef is about. Like you're shooting for some stupid shit, for some clout, or
I mean, I find it weird because so you got these young kids that they probably got so much fucking emotions and like
testosterone or
maybe
extra
hormones. Estrogen, I don't know,
anything
like just flowing, and you don't know what to do because like you see the adults around this town that act fucking crazy over stupid shit,
childish adults.
Yeah. Like I get it. Like you don't know what to do. You don't know how to act or be cordial, but you gotta fucking figure it out and don't shoot people.
Yeah.
Just don't fucking shoot people or at people.
Especially, I mean, if you're gonna shoot somebody, at least don't shoot into a crowd where other people who have nothing to do with your bullshit feud have to get involved. I mean, you shut down Kokomo Beach for 2 days, and now they've got up this security, so now we have to deal every time we go
cops.
More cops. Thanks. More cops. Thanks.
More cops.
We appreciate
Love
it. Now every time we go to Kokomo Beach, we got to do a bag search because motherfuckers taking guns up there. Every time we go to Kokomo Beach, you gotta put all your if you have anything with you, you're not supposed to have with you. You gotta put it up. They're like saying you can't even have like outside toys. It's like stupid shit now. Like they were always the rules, but it was lax because it is what it is. But now they're gonna be real strict about it.
Bro, you remember when you can go to the seashore and you could just get drunk as fuck?
Yeah.
Can't do it anymore, and you know why? It's your kids' fault.
Yeah, I remember right next to the seashore, they used to have like a little mini golf thing, dude. You could like take a break, play some mini golf, come back.
I don't know. It's been a while. I don't remember this.
Yeah, it was there.
Cool.
Fact check me, Facebook. Tell me on YouTube. Tell us about it if you got some pictures, because I just remember like it was like right beside, almost where like the parking lot is, where that bridge is. There was a little mini golf.
Oh yeah, I kind of you remember that.
Yeah, I had my grandpa. This is a weird to say, but my grandpa actually had the city record for like the 100-meter or something for. Which he was a lifeguard at the the seashore at the time.
Okay.
He was a lifeguard there, and so when we got old enough that we could go there by ourselves, my grandpa would just buy us season passes every year because he wanted us to swim.
Yeah.
And we were pretty broke as kids, so my mom was down with us. So she would in the morning she would drop us off, or she'd come home on her lunch break, and then she'd drop us off, and then we'd be there until like 5 hours, 6 hours just swimming. So we would go mini golf and we would do all that stuff. I used to, it's weird because you see these kids like with the shootings and everything going on. Like that to me, like Kokomo Beach was it, man. I used to go there and scope the honeys all the time.
I mean, it wasn't always my go-to. Again,
you don't really swim that much.
Yeah. But I get it. I get the appeal.
But
and like
girls in bikinis.
Well,
when
yeah,
you're a kid,
of course.
like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's what you got. That's all you had to look forward to.
Well, it's not just girls. I mean,
I guess if you're a girl or if you're into that, you know. For me, it was girls personally.
Look, we're not judging.
We're not judging. You be whatever you're into.
There's actual lovely humans in this this city.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I had a buddy named Stefan. I used to always meet up there. We used to. I'm now like, he was his.
Urkel.
Huh?
Urkel.
Stefan Urkel. Stefan Fred. I don't know.
Fred.
I don't
That's.
The sound familiar. He was.
No,
he was.
I was just saying how unrelated those two names sound.
Stefan Fred.
Yeah.
Well, he was related.
It's like you're exotic but normal at the same time.
He was the grandson of Aretha Franklin.
Really?
For real.
I
got a signed photo from Aretha Franklin from him.
Yeah.
I was like, thanks for being good. And he actually, they did like some type of diva award to her on like VH1 or something, and he was you could see him there in a suit.
Yeah.
He's had some problems. I hope he's getting stuff. He got into drugs real bad, and it's sad because he had some promise, man. He was a good rapper. He actually was pretty good. I actually enjoyed his stuff. We growing up, like I had two friends I did music with. One of them was Stefan. The other one was was Derek Flagger.
That's what's up.
And Derek, of course, Canary Currency, like shout out, and then a black NRC, NRC, right? New Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, ENT, like that whole thing. Like I've been following his stuff for a while just because I grew up with the dude and we both did music together back in the day, and then he ended up freaking becoming a great local rapper. Like he does more than local, but he's from here, and then he's a pretty good rapper from here.
I mean, it's watching our community grow.
Yeah.
Like, and just seeing the art that comes from it. It's, I don't know. I know I'm a hippie, but like I love that shit. So
I do too, man. I love supporting other artists in the community. It's been something that we've done with Kokomo Scanner 2.0. It's something we've done with Kokomo Press. It's something I'm always going to do personally.
It's something
you're always going to do.
Yeah.
But Ryan, everybody's really into it.
Well, it's something that we're trying to do more of here, right?
Yeah.
Because we want to, like, if you're a local artist and you want to, like, showcase something that you got, like, we're always for it.
Yeah.
All you got to do is hit up the page.
Yeah.
We have our own, like, creative interests that we're cultivating ourselves, like Ultra Droid.
Yeah, we do. We have a TV show. I've written a lot of it. We're all doing it together. Me, you, and Maddie, and Brian, and a bunch of people are part of the page. A bunch of people who are around in the community. I wrote this thing. After I got a good inspiration from Canary Currency. I watched the show. I was like, man, me and my buddy Matt, who's my roommate, Matty Kroll, we were talking and we were like, man, we should try to do this. And he started getting into cameras. He bought a camera. We shot some stuff. He's like, dude, I think we could do this. Yeah. And he's really into editing already. We'd already edited some videos together, and he does music, and so we can add some music to it. And we all had a meeting. We had a little get together, and we were going through the script, and we're going to start shooting next week.
That's what's up.
We need some more women. So if you're a woman, if you're a man, hit us up too. Like, we'll put you on the list. Like, we're trying to get a nice little like group of people that we can call and cast and audition. And when I say audition, I don't mean like I need you to do that. Come over, we'll talk about the role, maybe do a couple lines, a couple of us will be here. And, if we hit you up, by all means, if you want to do it, we're trying to get all kinds of people. But we do need more women because just in general, like, I don't know.
It's very limited. We're very limited on the amount of people that are wanting to, like, participate.
It's super dude heavy.
Yeah, it
and
really is.
White dude heavy. So, anybody, if you're, like, we were looking for some diversity. We don't want it to be a bunch of white dudes, but it's like that's what we mostly have on the group. We looked at it the other night,
Well, yeah, and it was just so weird because if you kind of look at, like, all the people that we all hang around, like, it's so diverse.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, and that's what we want to show and what we want to incorporate into anything that we do.
And maybe it's that joke about white guy confidence, and white guys are just more like white guys have that what is it, the privilege to feel confident without having things weigh them down. If you're somebody out there, a woman or a black man or a person of minority, a person of color that wants to do this, like, don't be afraid. Like, you don't have to be a seasoned veteran to do this shit. You have the confidence, hit us up and be a part of it. Or you just don't know me, or you don't know Jordan, or you haven't met us. Like, we're cool dudes. Like, we shoot skits. We're shooting the TV show, but we also do skits. Like, we'll do something small if you want to do that. But it's just trying to find people who are into it that still want to do it. It's hard, man.
It's hard, but we are accepting, and we're very easy to get a hold of. Yeah. So,
we'll build you up. If you don't got the confidence, we'll build you up,
bro.
That's what we're all
about that.
Yeah, seriously, we like bigging people up, man. When somebody does something around here, we like to tell them they did a good job. Like when we've shared the Canary Currency stuff, we share anytime somebody does some art and we see it, and when we enjoy it and they tell us about it, we hit them up. Like, we've got a good amount of people already on the list, but if you're a woman, and you're really interested in it, definitely
we could always use more.
We need more women. So we definitely need more.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a few. We got some pretty good actresses. I'm excited about the ones we have, but we need some more.
We do.
We don't want them. We don't want the. I was joking with Shelby, and she's like, "You might have to call the show Sausage Fest." And I was like, "Good thing that's taken because it's
copywritten."
Yeah,
so
copywritten.
Can't
so
do that one.
Yeah. But it feels like a Sausage Fest. So let's get some more ladies in this thing. Let's get some more diversity. Let's get some more people. I'm down with some gender neutral people. If you're gender neutral or agender or whatever, you come be a part of the show. Like, it's not just men, women, but we do need a lot more women. We need a lot more diversity, a lot less white dudes.
Just as many humans as possible.
Yeah, humans. More humans.
Yeah.
So hit us up, man. Like I said, if you've already hit us up, don't worry about it. We probably already have you on the list. I have a whole list of people, random people. Some people that hit me up since we made the post, we're already on the list. So.
But if you're shy, it's okay. I'm shy too. But friendly.
Just hit us up, man. We got some stuff going on. We got that going on. We've got a lot of different projects we're trying to do. We've got a couple of different things are in the works. That we got some shirts. Some shirts came in. We got some shirts. Check out the shirts. Yeah. If you're interested, we've got them on here. The Kokomo Press. It's just the one logo. If people want them and we end up getting rid of some of them, we might do another run and we might do some more color and stuff. But we wanted to do something that people can wear, and it's real simple, and everybody likes a black shirt, man. Yeah. I mean, look at us right now. Yeah, we're wearing black shirts. Everybody likes a black shirt. So if you're down,
later on we'll do some crazier things. I seen this dude designs for shirts all the time. Yeah. He kind of just looks at me, but we're gonna do them. We're gonna do them.
There's a lot. The problem is there's a lot of like colors, and I mean, if you're screen printing, it's more and more. The more and more colors you get, the harder. Unless you want to do like, and we're trying to keep it as local as possible. Like these shirts, we had a local person do these shirts. Mm-hmm. So as long as you have local people do it, that's really what we're trying to do. We're trying not to do too much of like big box stuff because we want to support
that shit's
people.
Bad. Like, yeah, we got to support our local people here that are laid off, our local people here that are just artists and just trying to make it, and that's what we're doing.
Especially people like, I mean, there's been a lot going on in Kokomo, a bunch of random shit. We have the shooting at Kokomo Beach. We have Juneteenth celebrations. We've got road nights. We've got Father's Day. A lot of stuff going on. But we've also just had, in my life that I remember, our first earthquake.
No, it's not our first, right?
That I remember. I don't remember any other earthquakes.
That was an earthquake?
I didn't. I don't know where I was. I don't know if I was the one person that wasn't on the tectonic plate or whatever, because I didn't feel it. I heard about it. People were talking about it, but
yeah, I don't know. Oh shit! We had another earthquake.
When I think of earthquake, I just think of Tyler the Creator, because that make my earthquake. Oh, we're gonna get copyrighted for singing the song, which he's dropping a new thing. You see that?
I'm super excited.
It's on my brother's birthday, June 25th. Shout out Jacob, my brother. Yeah, his birthday's coming up. He checks out the podcast and watches it. He's the one that brought up the whole.
He likes when I have a theory.
Yeah, we're gonna do a segment of Jordan has a theory, because I think that's funny, dude. It's funny how little things can come out of doing something like this, like a long form conversation.
Yeah,
half an hour, 45 minutes, 15 minutes. We did a pretty long one last time with Courtney.
Yeah,
which was really fun. I had a good time with her. I was happy she came.
We have some more, or we have some good episodes coming up here soon too. Yeah. We got some guests coming, right?
Yeah, you want
next week. Christian Taylor's going to be on.
Woo! Yeah.
And if you've listened to us about AACW wrestling, Christian Taylor is Christian Cash.
Yep. Yeah.
He's also a local rapper.
Yeah.
Actor. Find him in Canary Currency.
Yeah.
We're gonna have him on. chop some shit up.
Other than my it's weird because so many of my buddies are in the show, but like one out of the people that I don't know, he was one of my favorite actors in the show. And that's not me blowing smoke because he's coming on the podcast. I literally enjoyed like the way he did his character, and I enjoyed the story arc of him.
So when I asked him if he would like come on, he was like, "Well, what made you think of me?" And I was like, "Bro, you're an artist. You're an artist. You're a rapper. You're an actor, and you're just an entertainer in wrestling. Why wouldn't we want you on here? Like,
you have a resume, bro. At this point, you have a resume.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, with the amount of things that we do, like individually, as far as like a lot of people, for the longest time, most people knew me as a singer. They're like, Jordan's a singer, Jordan's a singer. And now a lot of people know me as the guy that makes all the jokes and does all the acting and comedy and stuff. But it's like, there's still a lot of people that know me as a singer. I'm in a band right now. Like, I'm in a band with a couple people. We're getting ready to release a shirt. It's going to be pretty cool. We got some music coming out. I got a show July 3rd in Lafayette at the Doom Room. It's going to be, they're doing a whole field day activities. So like, it's like drinking games all day. And then we're just going to do a music show at night.
Say it one more time, just say plug it.
It's June Room, June 3rd at the Doom Room in Lafayette. If you're anywhere near or you're looking for something to do for July, like the July 4th weekend, not the 4th but the 3rd, hit me up. It's going to be a bunch of bands playing, a lot of crazy bands. One of the bands is called The Sluts, which is pretty cool.
Dude, I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you should go. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be I mean, anybody can go. It's a field day. It's gonna be fun, dude.
I'll go and we'll live cast.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We're gonna come out there and we're gonna get it going. I think it'll be fun. Honestly, I haven't played out there before. I've went to shows out there before. Maddie's band Dwarf played out there a lot, and I went out there and saw their last show ever. They've done multiple shows since, but they've had their last show there, and I went all the way there just to watch it. But like, I've been to a couple shows up there. They have some shows they have like a basement room, but then I think for this, unless the weather permitting, they're gonna do it on the outside stage. It's gonna be like lit. So I'm excited because I've never played out there before.
Oh, it sounds fun. And you gave me something to do for July 4th weekend. So.
Yeah. Like I've got to get excited for that. I got to get ready for it, man. We've been recording and we've been writing and stuff, and we played 2 shows last year. Like, cuz COVID really let us record more. Yeah. But killed us as far as shows because everything was shut down. You couldn't do a show.
I think the craziest thing about COVID is that like it's so weird. You're known for things. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. I'm just normal guy. Yeah. Like for the most part, I don't feel like I'm known for anything. But like
controversy.
Maybe. I mean, I do call people assholes.
You like to poke the bear.
Me?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Do something.
But like what I've loved coming out of COVID era. Yeah. Is that like I know that my creativity has like just fucking blown the fuck up. That the amount of stuff like I was saying the other day, the busier I've gotten, the happier I've gotten for whatever reason. I don't know why that correlates. I'm stressed because there's a lot of things on because we're doing a lot of things. We do this podcast. We do a lot of stuff. We run a page that
a page where we're constantly worried about getting destroyed.
Yeah. Starting businesses plus have a normal full-time job and we're dads
and trying to have time to like have fun.
Yeah,
you got to remember, like, as much as we do, and this is fun. Like, I have a good time doing the podcast, but also finding things that like unwind that don't take like any stress whatsoever. Because I mean, after this is done, I gotta sit down and edit, man. I gotta sit down and get the editing going, and I love doing it. I love doing it because I like doing this. This is the most fun part of it, obviously. Shooting it, having a good time, having a good talking about things we enjoy, goofing, like having a great time, having different guests on, having Courtney on, having Brian on, and then we're getting ready to have Christian. I'm excited.
It's a whole new field.
I'm excited.
I love it, yeah. Everything is growing, and I just I love where we've gotten so far. I don't want to what are we at? We're at about almost an hour.
Yeah. 50 minutes almost.
Yeah. I don't want to get too sappy, but if you're listening to this podcast or you just follow us in any way, shape, or form, I just want to say thank you.
Thank you for real.
Yeah, because we appreciate you. We appreciate I appreciate the positive people just as much as I appreciate the negative people too.
Probably more, honestly. We appreciate the positives. The negative we appreciate because as long as the hate is flowing, we get to turn that positive, but we don't do it with fake platitudes. We don't use some phrase that some people around town use. We don't co-op stuff like that, we're more interested in being positive by being real. Because part of being positive isn't you never want to be something for something's sake. You don't want to be positive for positivity's sake because It's an empty platitude. It doesn't mean a damn thing if you're not out there doing the work. If you're going to talk about all the positives in town, you have got to say something about the negatives, because if you're not going to be serious,
what that fucking,
it's a yin and yang, baby. Yeah. It's what it is, man. I got the yin and yang on here. Look at that. I got that peace sign right there, bro. I got the yin and yang somewhere over here. I
don't know. There's a burning heart on there,
bro. So. There's so much stuff on there. I don't know what's going on. These shorts, I got these. There's the yin yang right there.
That's what's up.
I got these shorts at the old TJ Maxx, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Gang.
But we appreciate you guys. Seriously, it's been a blast doing all this. We're gonna keep plugging these out there. Hopefully, we find a good audience of people that actually enjoy listening to two dudes with the same name joke about shit all the time. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about local stuff. We're going to talk about stuff going around. We're going to talk about stuff we're doing. Because, honestly, we enjoy what we're doing, and we want people to know about it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So, we're Two Weird Jordans.
Yeah.
We do this podcast. We appreciate you listening, watching, liking, subscribing, all of that. It's been real. It's been fun. Too sweet.
Yeah. 2 kisses. Love you. Hey, thanks for checking out the podcast. We really appreciate you. Make sure you hit that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube if you want to see that. Or you can hit us up on Apple. You can hit us up on Spotify. We're on Facebook, Instagram. We're on most platforms. Also, if you want to, you can get us all on Twitter. We all have individual Twitters. And you could even help us out by throwing us a few of them Skrillas on Patreon if you want. It's up to you. But thank you guys for listening. Make sure you check us out. We love you.